Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Kro'Khad here, keeping it tanky in Raid Shadow Legends, and we are going to be collecting rewards, pulling soul stones, and then discussing the new fusion that just started, and seeing just how worth it is it to go for. Oh sweet, we actually got enough to to get an entire primal shard. That's pretty sweet. Alright, I'll collect those chests later. Let's see what we got from here. Nightmare. I'm the only one in the clan that's still hitting Nightmare. Don't need that. Don't need that. Well, yeah. Okay, those are actually good for stone skin. Don't need that. Maybe we'll see how those roll. That and don't. Nah. Alright, got a soul stone there. See how many we can get our hands on. Don't need that. Don't need that. There we go. Fortunately, I forgot to do my third key, so is what it is there. Got some pulls to do here. Let's see. I don't even know what's on the progressive. Oh, I can get one more shot at Turn Drake. It's actually not the worst thing I've ever heard. Save the Void Shard. I don't know what the 2x is going to be for this time around. I don't know. But I got to make a couple slots of space because today is a big day.
Listen up, guys. You can get Elenaril for free, as well as Fayne, Uugo, and Tagoar as you level up. Just click my link in the description. Here's the steps to go about getting yours. Log out of Plarium Play on PC and uninstall. This will not work on mobile unless you are downloading it for the first time. Click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Launch Raid and complete the tutorial. Go to your inbox and claim your first champ. Don't miss out on your chance to get Elenaril for free, as well as 3 free epics. Just click my link in the description and enjoy this wonderful start to Raid.
Today is the day I pull Embreeze. But first, Quintus. This is the live arena Quintus for this account. The A1 attacks one enemy, places an extra hit if the target has no active buffs. If the attack is critical, repeats the attack once. Think that means it can be up to a quad hitter. I could be wrong, it could just go up to a triple, I don't know. On the A2, he attacks one enemy, does a full buff strip, places drop defense on the target for 2 turns before attacking. These effects cannot be resisted or blocked. Damage inflicted by this skill cannot be decreased by enemy passive skills or masteries except by passive skills or bosses. And then damage cannot be increased either unless when attacking bosses. Resets the cooldown of the A3 if this attack kills an enemy. The A3 is an AoE that places increased attack and increased crit damage on this champion for 3 turns before attacking. Resets the cooldown of the A2 if this attack kills an enemy. Then his passive, each of this champion's skills deals an additional pure damage. The amount is equal to 10% of the target's max HP for each buff on them. The additional pure damage dealt will ignore shield. He sounds like he reads as though he's going to be incredibly strong, but we'll see. We'll see. Now to pull Embreeze. Man, look at that primal animation. Oh, 60,000 CVC points. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, he got all kinds of stuff going on. He's got an AoE on his A1 that destroys max HP by 3%. He's also increasing the duration of a random debuff on all enemies by 1 turn and cannot be resisted if enemies have any necrosis. His A2 places True Fear on all enemies for 1 turn and decrease attack. Again, effects cannot be resisted if enemies have any necrosis, then grants an extra turn. Then the A3 is an AoE that removes all buffs and converts them into their counterparts. This includes Stone Skin, which gets turned into True Fear. Cannot be resisted if enemies have any necrosis stacks, but the way this works is the buff removal part of the conversion doesn't require accuracy. So it's a guaranteed, well, assuming you don't get a weak hit, guaranteed Stone Skin removal. It's insane. That also then steals 5% of each target's turn meter for each buff converted into a debuff by this skill. Also decreases the turn meter of all enemies by 20%. It's crazy. And then the passive is where he gets the necrosis. Whenever an enemy is killed, places one necrosis stack on all other enemies. They cannot be resisted or blocked. Can only be removed by reviving dead allies. Unfortunately, it doesn't work against bosses and their minions. And at the start and end of this champion's turn, instantly activates any necrosis stacks on all enemies. Each necrosis stack does poison damage to the target. So it's like 5% damage each time it activates. It's really strong. It's really strong. And that's just the first form. Then the second form becomes a nuker. I like this. I like the aesthetic of this form. His A1 attacks one enemy, places an extra hit if the target has any necrosis. Also block revives if this attack kills an enemy. His A2 is an AoE that deals double damage to enemies whose accuracy is lower than this champion's and ignores 50% defense to whose accuracy is equal to or higher than this champion's accuracy. Then his A3 swaps HP with an enemy. If the target's a boss, fully restores his destroy max HP and fully heals him instead. Each time this skill is used, increases this champion's ignore defense effect by 10%, while in their alternate form, stacks up to 50%, then grants an extra turn, which means he's going to get more ignore defense on his A2. Then his passive, he does more necrosis stuff. When this champion dies, reflects the damage equal to 50% of the fatal hit back to the attacker, including any surplus damage. And then the active effect, if this he preempts his death and puts revive on death on himself for one turn before the damage is taken. So kind of like a Godseeker cheat death mechanic. He is so strong. I cannot wait to play with him. Yeah, I think he's going to be really fun. I think he's going to be real fun. And just like that, we got 90,000 points for CVC, which is great because like nobody's pushing for it. And now we'll talk about the fusion first. What is this new fusion? It is an orc, and it is the long-awaited dog to pair with Packmaster Shayak. This account does not have a Shayak, however, I am going to go ahead and go for him. The reviews are glowing. I don't know how people are already giving him reviews, but they're really good. What's he do? On his A1, he attacks all enemies. This effect deals single target damage individually. This guy's going to be a Hydra monster, and that's what his kit is centered around. Because Hydra heads have natural damage reduction to AoE effects, so he technically does single target damage to all enemies. And then he also ignores reflect damage, and ally protection, and pain link, which is all Hydra stuff, basically everything in Hydra that can get you killed. And then this attack also deals double damage when counterattacking if Packmaster is on the same team. That's strong because whenever Packmaster gets hit, all hounds on the team counterattack. Then his A2 is another AoE. Now this one is just a straight AoE. Places an extra hit on enemies under 2 or more debuffs. Places Leech and Weaken for 2 turns. Those cannot be resisted if Packmaster is on the team. Really strong, a lot of potential damage coming there. And then the A3 attacks one enemy, will ignore 50% of the target's defense, as well as Life Barrier and Poison Cloud, and effects that redirect damage or debuffs to another target. So he's just ignoring things like UDK and Head of Mischief. Repeats this attack once if Packmaster is on the same team. Then his passive increases this champion's attack by 5% when killing an enemy or decapitating a Hydra head, stacks up to 25%. If Packmaster is on the same team, double that. And then instantly activates his A3, the heavy hitting ignore defense single target skill, whenever an ally is devoured by a head. Now that part is only if Packmaster is on the same team. So if you've got Packmaster, this guy is a no-brainer. And even if you don't, I think this guy is really strong. He's got attack in all battles by 30%. This is a fragment fusion, so it's considered to be like the easy fusion style. Right now, Dragon is active, Dungeon Divers is active, and now I believe Gear Enhancement is active, as well as Champ Training. Yeah, so there's already a bunch of events going on. So be sure to be working towards that. Easy fusion. Go ahead and go for it. I've got to start working on it. It's already day 2 and I haven't touched it. I've just been struggling to play the game at this point. And now time to pull 3 soul stones to end the video. Can we get something good? Probably not, but it's free CVC points. Alright. Got an epic. 1-star Ina. Alright, last stone. 1-star Magister. Gross. Alright, get the coins, sell the souls. And then as you can see, I already got a 1-star soul for the dog from my soul merchant, so that'll be good. Alright, so yeah, that's kind of where everything is at. I recommend going for the fusion. Obviously, if you don't have the resources, don't try to kill yourself for it. But I think if you've got the resources, it's an easy yes. Fun champion. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed the video. I'll see y'all in the next one. Stay happy and healthy, and stay tanky.